and girls. It is time for another session of Literacy Yoga. I'm Mrs. Hopper.
And I'm Mrs. Barber, and today we are going to read a fable and practice some yoga poses that match the fable.
Fables are stories with animals that teach us lessons. We call these lessons morals.
This fable is called the Bad Kangaroo. It is part of a collection of stories in a book called Fables, written by Arnold Lobel.
So now you're going to hear the fable. The Bad Kangaroo. There was a small kangaroo who was bad in school. He put thumbtacks on the teacher's chair. He threw spitballs across the classroom. He set off firecrackers in the lavatory and spread glue on the doorknobs. "Your behavior is impossible," said the school principal. "I am going to see your parents. I will tell them what a problem you are." The principal went to visit Mr. and Mrs. Kangaroo. He sat down in the living room chair. "Ouch!" cried the principal. "There's a thumbtack in this chair." "Yes, I know," said Mr. Kangaroo. "I enjoy putting thumbtacks in chairs." A spitball hit the principal on the nose. "Forgive me," said Mrs. Kangaroo, "but I can't resist throwing those things." There was a loud booming sound from the bathroom. "Oh, keep calm," said Mr. Kangaroo to the principal. "The firecrackers that we keep in the medicine chest have just exploded. Oh, we love the noise." The principal rushed for the front door. In an instant he was stuck to the doorknob. "Oh, pull hard," said Mrs. Kangaroo. "There are lots of little globs of glue on all of our doorknobs." The principal pulled himself free, and he dashed out of the house and ran off down the street. "Oh, such a nice person," said Mr. Kangaroo. "I wonder why he left so quickly." "No doubt he had another appointment," said Mrs. Kangaroo. "Never mind, our supper is ready." And Mr. and Mrs. Kangaroo and their son enjoyed their evening meal. After the dessert, they all threw spitballs at each other across the dining room table. And the moral of this story is, a child's conduct will reflect the ways of his parents. The end.
All right, boys and girls, so I'm going to show you the yoga poses that go with the characters and the actions in the story, The Bad Kangaroo. So we're going to start with the principal. We know the principal was not happy. We're going to make the principal warrior 2. So you're going to spread your legs, bend your knees, reach your arms, and then you look right over your fingertips, okay? That's warrior 2. Then we're going to have the parents. They're going to be warrior 1. All right, so it's just about the same as warrior 2. You have your front knee bent, but your arms are over your head. After the parents, they come to the house. The principal comes to the house to see the parents, and then they're going to sit into a chair. So this is like an imaginary chair. You got to really sit down like you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Hold your belly in. All right. Next thing is the snowball. Remember they were spinning the snowball. So you're going to get into like a little tiny ball and crunch yourself up like a little ball. Tuck your chin, bend your knees, hug the back of your legs. Okay. Finally, or not finally, we also have from snowball, we're going to go into fireworks. So you're going to take your body and make it really big. Sparkle out your fingers, sparkle out your toes, do all that just like your loud firework. Then we're going to get back to the principal who was like, "I'm getting out of here." And he got back into his warrior pose and he reached for the door and he tried to open it. So we're going to reverse warrior. And then he reached for the door and tried to open it. So we're going to do that. All right? And that is going to be us retelling the story of the Bad Kangaroo. First, we need to get ourselves into a space. So you have to spread out. You can't be right next to your favorite person. You have to take your arms nice and wide. Use the whole space of the room. So move around. And once you found your space, you want to move your arms out like this so you make sure you're not going to bump into anybody. Maybe even take your legs out in each direction to make sure you're not going to hit any furniture or chairs or any of your friends. And then once you get there, stand in mountain pose. That's how we'll know you're ready. So you're going to stand with your feet firm on the ground, your shoulders pulled onto your back, posture is straight, hands by your side, And just standing there, breathing, look straight ahead, waiting for us to begin to retell our story. You ready? Okay. All right, so we're in mountain pose. We're ready to go. Before we begin, we're going to breathe, take a couple warm-up breaths. So just breathe in and take your arms up. And then breathe in and fold. Breathe out, actually. Breathe in. And then breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And out. Back up. Okay, so our lungs are ready. Now, starting with the beginning of the story, we had the principal, and he was not happy with that kangaroo. So the kid kangaroo was causing all these problems at school because he was a bad kangaroo. So the principal decided, I'm going to go and talk to those parents and find out what this kangaroo is doing. Why are these parents? I just need to talk to the parents. So I am the warrior 2. I am the principal. So bend your knee. Press the back of your leg strong. Look over your shoulder, right at your fingertips. Long line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. You're a powerful warrior, or the principal. All right, so from our warrior 2, we're going to move into warrior 1 because the principal gets to the house and he meets the parents. So this is your warrior 1. You don't have to move your legs. Straight back, arms reaching up towards the sky. Here's your warrior 2. It's the parents. Well, they let the principal in. He comes in. They say, well, have a seat, Mr. Principal. Well, he sits down in the chair. What happens? Ouch! There was tacks. Let's do that one more time. Sit down in your chair, and then the principal sits down on the tacks. Mr. and Mrs. Kangaroo thought that was pretty funny, didn't they? Now, the next thing was Mrs. Kangaroo. She thought it would be even more funny to throw spitballs. So remember our spitball pose? Let's get way down and make ourselves like little tiny spitballs. And that's just so rude, throwing spitballs. But then all of a sudden the principal hears a loud crack from the bathroom. Firework pose. Make yourself really big. Sparkle your fingers out. Imagine you're a huge, huge, bright firework. Good. All right, from firework pose, this principal, he's like, I'm ready to get out of here. So he runs to the door. Warrior 2, this is our principal. He reaches for the doorknob. He tries to pull, go into reverse warrior like you just pulled on the doorknob and you got stuck. Try it again, pull it one more time. Okay, still no work. Pull it one more time and then get out of there. Very good, all right. All right, boys and girls, I'm glad that you let me share some yoga poses with you to go with this fable, the Bad Kangaroo. And maybe you can take those yoga poses and make up your own story. But let's come back to the fable, the Bad Kangaroo. Let's come back to the moral. I just want you to take a moment to think about this story. What happened in the story when we reacted it? And I want you to think about what the actual moral says. A child's conduct will reflect the ways of his parents. So just think about that. What is the lesson that you learned from this story today?